Okay, guys, so back with some more Centurion. Oh, well, deck building, I guess. So, uh, small mistake I made in the other video. So, um, apparently, I'm pretty sure what happened to me was that Centurion Primera is able to protect your Centurion monsters with the card effects. And also another confusing part I was forgetting to mention is all of these guys have this effect, but it doesn't say quick effect, right? During the main phase, if this card is a continuous trap, you can special summon this card. This effect is effectively a quick effect during the main phase when it is activatable. So I don't think I was super clear on that. But aside from that, yeah, the uh, uh, pretty confusing. So I'm pretty sure uh, all these cards just have random protection, which makes it confusing. So if you have a guy in the main monster zone, a Centurion monster that protects stand-up Centurion, and then if we have like Primera, this protects, for example, Auxilia, and then Auxilia protects our copy of Primera. So pretty confusing there a bit, but yeah, we still have a lot of options. So uh, what is optimal to play with Centurion? Is Centurion even good? No idea. So if we look at the line, the best we can do is how many interactions do we get off of the one card. So if we go activate Primera, cycle through all of this stuff, we can get into like Auxilia, and then I think we can summon a 12, and we have an Omni Negate. So that is like 2 interactions, plus then summon back like Auxilia, but if we do instead of Auxilia, we do Legatia. I think we might be able to do like pop 2 times and make a Synchro 12, but which is like not nothing for like a 1-card combo, but compared to a lot of other 1-card combos, this is honestly a nothing. For example, with Blackwing, I don't remember exactly what you end on, but I believe the 1 card can grab you like Dispatter, Blackwinged Assault Dragon, Full Armor Master with Sharnga in the graveyard, and access to like Chinook, which is hand trap for Blackwing, an archetype hand trap. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. But continuing on, what exactly can we do with our Centurion cards? So if we were to adjust the ratios, we can do some things with this one. One idea that's pretty simple is we can use Sharnga with these guys to have Full Armor Master, and Full Armor Master being on the field allows you to do Sharnga's effect to quick effect pop a face-up card. And this is once per duel, which sucks a little bit. But then there is this other idea where we can use Sharnga, for example. It doesn't have to be Sharnga. It could also be technically this. We can use Assault Synchron instead, which is a little easier to access. But it's still going to be about the same because we still need Centurion Gargoyle on the field. But the basic idea here is we're going to Assault Synchron, and then we just are able to make this patter. And do we banish any cards here? No, but if we play Bistrels, we can banish our own cards, and these guys are light and dark. And if we were to banish them, then we can use Dispatcher to summon them again. So I think Primera is going to be what you're mostly going to want to summon, which makes it awkward for the combo line a bit. Meaning you have to open pretty decently, so you don't have to activate the Primera effect immediately. So we summon Primera, and then we'll probably use this to make something. We'll be able to then somehow get into Gargoyle too, and make this pattern, banish Primera because we used it as material, and then special summon back Primera, then we can trigger Primera, and then we can place Primera in the back row, right? So that's like the idea if we use Assault, and Assault has the benefit of resetting Cosmic Blazar, so you get 2 negates on Blazar instead of 1 if you were playing Blazar. And Spatter, of course, also does insane recycling. Omega as well will help you recycle your cards, return them to the graveyard. So that is going to be very useful with specifically copies of Centurion Phalanx, allowing you to essentially special summon back Legadia and Auxilia if you put them into the graveyard, which I believe you can do every single turn. This is probably like a legit loop that you can do, like a bit of a resource loop. So we can probably do Gargoyle, and then we can Synchro into something, and that'll just work. In this case, I think the target might be potentially Baron, because Baron also does some recycling, right? So we could do, like, on the next turn, we can, like, after we summon Baron, or if we just had Baron the whole time, in our standby, float into Legadia or Auxilia, and then return Baron so we can summon Baron again. And then Baron can summon these guys again, and it just that's a little bit of a resource loop, I guess. And Crimson Dragon is a way to get into Baron, but that requires another 10. So if we had, for example, full Armor Master, we can just keep making Crimson Dragon, which is an easier level for us to keep making, right? With our Centurion card, so we can go like Crimson Dragon, target full Armor Master, float into Baron, Baron floats into like Legadia or like Auxilia. Then we do it again after we make Crimson Dragon, target full Armor Master, make Baron, and then Baron summons, and then this allows us to like place these guys, and then those guys allow us to make Crimson Dragon, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So that's an idea we have here. And then in terms of just like the fact that you only get locked by Emblema Oath, and it's not like some other decks that, like, for example, with Branded Fusion, that's just a lock for the whole turn. This is a very unique lock. I don't think there's that many locks like this, but if we control the card uh, with the same original name, we cannot special summon from the extra deck except for Centurion monsters. So what we can do is with Oath is we can still at least go into like Auxilia or Legadia or the Omni Negate and or like a draw, and then this will allow us to set up a Synchro 12 for the next turn and like Legadia pop. So technically, I guess this is a hard once per turn, so you'd only get the pop once and then like the Synchro 12, but you still have 4 other cards in hand that you can do whatever with. If assuming you open like either Oath or Emblem, in this case, gotta check what we can actually do here. If we do stand up Centurion, we have to do Dredea, Primera, and then Primera effect to grab the Wake Up. Yeah, okay. So then Wake Up can Foolish the Phalanx, and then technically we can recycle those with Omega, which we can also make because we can Synchro into 8, 12, and if we're playing these twos, we can also do 6 and 10. So a lot of options we have here to like mess around with Synchro summoning, and of course if we have 8 here and our hand traps like Ash Blossom, Joe Spring, and whatever else we'd be playing, Psychic and Punisher is also an option. In fact, I've never summoned this card in my life. I should put in Psychic End instead. Cool. So we have just a billion options we can play out with, right? So we have this. This does not require a normal summon. That does not require a normal summon. So we can cut these down. I don't think we actually need to run multiple of these. Unless we'd be playing P, right? So then we down on those, get down on this, and we still have like a good amount of space to mess around with things. And also don't need this. Or technically these are all like cuttable. I guess Assault is probably the best one though, out of like these options, because it's not like super easy to get what you need for the Ringo Worm. but Ringo Worm pretty strong still, so basic idea. First off, let's trim some of this fat here. We don't need all of these guys, I'm pretty sure, do we? Yeah, okay. So, let's say we want to play with Kushtira. We can do that. This is an option. With Melfi, we could technically do this as well. We have enough space in our deck remaining, 10 slots. Doable. And playing through a maxi is not like super rough. And then now that I think about it, Penny is also like a level 2 tuner, and we can grab that back with Pony, kind of, but it requires our opponent to kind of cooperate with us. Maybe not. So, what should we play here with this? If we're playing Ringleworm and stuff, we could technically do Sprite, right? Yeah. We want to play those kinds of cards, like level 2 tuners that we want to mess around with. We can do Sprite. It's not like necessarily that great, but it shouldn't be too bad. So I guess that is an option. But like with how this engine works, it just you can run this in pretty much just anything. So let's, for the time being, since we aren't running that many exceeds, I think we can cut those guys, and I think we still want to keep these ones. So let's try like a punk build. I've been thinking about this for a while. So this guy is a machine, pyro spellcaster. If we want to use our normal summon here, we can do 3 of these guys, 1 of those. We can do extreme session 1, 3 of these, 3 of these, and we'll adjust the ratios as necessary for later. And grab this as well as this. And we're still only at 45, and we have like a random assault. Okay. And entrap wise, we're doing okay, I think. Not 100% sure what I would replace Crow with right now, but Crow feels like the most replaceable. And I don't think we need that much more here. But what I want to do, I think, for the last 2 slots, what do we want to put in? I guess we can do like Mako Berserker to keep it simple. So we have all of these options now to just kind of synchro into these guys. And we have the option to maybe make like an IP with the extra bodies to then make SP. So Apollosa probably is the last thing we might put in here. And yeah, this would probably work. So it's probably faster to go into a solo gate to test this stuff. And in an ideal world, I would probably redo the ratios actually and change the deck a little bit, because I think we can probably play Therion with this, unironically. And I am somewhat interested in that idea at the very least, so for now we'll just try Punk, and I am well aware we did not put in Itelli this time around yet, but I mean, we don't really need the Itelli, so we should just be fine. Okay, we already have Extreme Session. We have Oath as well. So, okay. We want to be doing the Punk things first. With this hand. Every hand will probably play a little bit different. Add from deck to the hand. Let's thin the deck a little bit. Do some deck thinning. Yeah, let's draw. It's okay. Add 1. Add wagon. Time to send. Card we want to send here is definitely wagon. Special summon from your deck. So I didn't really think about this, but we can make 7. I don't know if there's a really good sync with 7 to make, is there? I would need to read these cards again to see if they protect ourselves from our own effects, actually. Oh, they just can't be destroyed at all. So if we were to Black Rose, we should be okay to Black Rose, I think, which we should be able to with our levels. So that's neat, I guess. But the amount of extra deck space we need for this stuff is kind of wild. Oh yeah, this, okay. And then we still have like more bodies we can make, but okay. So we're going to wait a bit on this next effect. Going to do 1. We'll bring back, I guess. In this case, we can do wagon and it won't matter. We should have probably made Sharakusai though, I guess. Yeah, we should have Sharakusai to make the fish. But I clearly forgot to put in Sharakusai in this deck. So that happened, I guess. Well, we'll still be able to see what we can do, I guess, so not the end of the world here. And from deck to the hand. We'll go with the safe option. I guess this is the safe option. Draw. Okay. Now we can start doing Oath. This can actually also do the tribute effect, which we can just do, I guess. We can also use this to kind of extend further. I think I'll keep this for the time being, though. Until I figure it out, I guess. Place 1. And then I want to summon Chimera here. Chimera, no effect, I think. And then Auxilla. Yeah, okay. Auxilla effect. Then we can grab Stand Up Centurion. We have the extra Xiamen. So we'll just probably just send Xiamen's fine. Rudea. Effect of that. Okay, Xiamen. We don't need to worry about that. And I am now remembering. I messed up. I do not play 2 Primera in this deck, so this combo line doesn't work. I added the wrong card. Okay. It is what it is, though. Might as well. It doesn't matter. Okay. And we lose Dominating Cape because of that. Okay. So I messed up. But deck should still be fine, in general. So I think we do want to play 2 Primera then, at least. Just fine. I didn't think about that coming up or not. And that should work, I guess. Oath. Bonds. Okay. We don't need to normal summon then here with this hand. Let's set, I guess. I think we want to set first here. Trudea. Send this. We can do that effect. Primera. And then we have bonds. So we haven't activated that effect yet. Okay. Then bonds actually has another effect, right? Yeah, okay. It does. So we go Primera for no effect, again. This time we'll get it right. Pressing buttons doesn't really get you anywhere with these cards, I guess. Change level? Nah, it doesn't matter. Okay. This. Don't activate either effect. Drudea. Then I think we want Gargoyle. Gargoyle will go to our hand afterwards. Here we make either one of these guys. So if we want to try to draw for our punk cards, Yugioh would do it, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll try for this one. This is not for sure, not the safe play. The destroy is mandatory, right? Draw one card, then you can destroy. No, it's not, it's optional. Okay, that adds itself back to the hand, and then we have this effect. Target Primera. Oh, actually, we always do this, because I just remember we haven't Primera affected yet. Right. And then this gets added to our hand, and then we can tribute off the Trudea. Unlucky that we didn't draw into a punk, we still have our normal summon. But, send Trudea here, I guess. And then, oh, we already activated the effect to special summon this. That was the problem. Okay, I see. So, if we did normal summon the Primera and then just did nothing with it, or if we special summoned it a different way, this would work. But it is hard once per turn, so this just doesn't work. And we're stuck with this. Okay. Not much we can do with this. Yeah, I think if we played that different though, that might have worked. So we could have activated Primera effect, I guess, then. Then we still have the Omni negate even if we do the draw. Okay. In this case, we have bonds, so a lot of things we can draw into. And I also forgot to put in Sharakusai. Ay. Still forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. And Sharakusai. And then, what did we need? Again, I guess this will help. Having more starters can't possibly hurt that much. So this is like a very gas version, but yeah, we should be able to do something with this. I mean, surely, right? I'm not 100% certain what we can do, but order on this. We have Deer Note. We can summon Deer Note from hand, but not from the graveyard, I don't think, right? So we want to normal summon with the punk stuff, so it's fine. We'll just get rid of Imperm probably then. And we'll just grab the Foxy. And our Fish Boy can summon from the hand, so it's fine. And we'll have more cards to discard for that. We only need one card to discard realistically, so we're looking fine. Okay, special summon from our deck. Rakusai. If we played 2 Deer Note, we wouldn't have this issue as often, but this Rising Carp. The fact that doesn't matter. Special summon. How we want to do? We can do wagon, and then Madame Spider, I believe, is optimal here, right? Yeah, I think so. Then we can go wagon. Extreme session, activate extreme session effect to banish. Here we can banish just whatever. We're gonna let's draw. Affected draw, I guess. And we get one more draw. Or we can go Draco Berserker here, or Psyframe Lord Omega, depending on how we're feeling. Because we don't really need the draw, right? We can just toss the crow, because I don't care that much for the crow. That is fine. So we'll go with either Omega or Draco Berserker. Let's go with Draco Berserker here, actually. Okay. Okay. Berserker. Effective Deer Note. Rakusai. This can quick synchro. With effect of stand up. I don't know if we can get an extra body or not. If we do, we make IP for sure. So then we can SP with like one of our extra dudes. Okay. And then we always do Shrewd Dea here, I believe. Shrewd Dea. Change level, not relevant. And then select a card, Primera. Yes, okay. Primera effect. Add from our deck to our hand. Wake up. Effect of wake up. So level, we'll go with 8 here. No effect. And we'll also want to wake up effect here to send for the next turn Phalanx. Then after this, we're going to make Auxilla. Okay, so we can't link off Auxilla if we make Auxilla. If we made the draw one, we could have. But it is what it is, I guess. And our zones are a bit clogged. Okay, so I should have summoned one of these guys to the extra monster zone. But now I kind of cooked myself a little bit, but that's okay. We're not against an actual human being, so Dark Danger surely will not take advantage of this. So let's give it a shot. Okay. Allure is okay. Gekalo gets banished. Second time. Not feeling great about this one. Send a guy. Okay, that's fine. Major Thunderbird. Banish, please. I want to use Draco Berserker so I can get off the field as soon as possible here. Because I messed up me zones. Okay, that's fine. Can you put a guy on the field? Maybe a few. Okay. Essentially, nothing's going on here. Okay. Major Nessie. Well, this wouldn't be a good idea to do here, but I'll do it just because I can, so. We'll Sharakusai here. This allows me to make using Draco Berserker and Sharakusai. Amazing Dragon. And then this allows me to bounce back 1, 2, uh, 3 or cards. Specifically only your opponents, but it is what it is, I guess. We have enough like cards that doesn't actually matter that much. Oh, I didn't summon it to the extra monster zone again. Ay ay ay. Okay. Summon. Okay, now we'll do this. And this will chain block. We can also make Psychic and Punisher here, technically. Which is cool, I guess. Chain block from Ash, if I'm feeling it, you know. And our Omni Negate right now is turned off. So here, let's do... I feel like doing Legadia, why not? And add from deck to your hand, we want to be adding MF here, I believe. Get the Omni live again. Omni is live. Destroy a card, yep. Now we still can destroy a card, another card, monster negate still. Still got the Omni negate as well. This probably doesn't do much, does it? No. Okay. Whatever. Lots of effects here, and I still have like a response for all of them. Lackluster Soldier. This cannot be targeted. That activates though, right? Yeah. Okay. Main. That targets, so I can't hit it with that. Well, let's destroy this then. Okay. None of these guys are actually destructible by battle except for this one, I believe, right? It's a punk though, so I at least get the draw. Okay. So noticeably we draw a lot here. We'll trigger this. We'll trigger this. And I guess we'll summon Auxilla for the next turn. Let's do it now. Auxilla will set us up for the next turn. We'll be able to grab Primera. Yes? Yeah, Primera's fine. And we have both effects here. This one. This one. Cool. Then we can do this. No effect. Going into like this. Dragon. Back. Target one of these. Doesn't really matter which one. Crimson Dragon can go ahead and float into itself, which is kind of funny. Kinda neat. And now we've like mostly run out of targets to make. Range level, yup. That's Psychic and Punisher. We can also make Baron here now. And in fact, why not make Baron, actually? So we can do this now. And we're not really locked by anything. Grab bonds. Effect of SP to banish a guy, right? Makes sense to do in my opinion. We can banish someone. We won't be able to lethal if we activate this, so I'll, like, just pretend if I needed to do that, I could have, right? And this, bonds. With bonds, we can grab Emeth, which we haven't summoned yet. Now we can do Emeth here. No need for that effect. Okay, now we do this. And imagine if we had like Centurion back row here, we can reset it with Auxilia if we banish it with Psychic and Punisher, which we just can't do right now, so whatever. It's Giga over lethal. So we have 1, 2 Omni negates, 3 Omni negates, and then we have SP. And we still have Furry Punk Dangerous, and we had all the bounces, I guess. If we opened Assault, this is something we definitely could have done, but yeah. We can combo pretty hard with this, and we have access to the Omni Negate. If we play more cards, it would be rough because our extra deck is pretty tight already. I guess the next cut we can make is maybe like Lulu Lilith. But yeah. Extra deck is pretty tight here. So yeah. I guess this is what I kind of came up with for Centurion. Well, what I want to test at least. There are a lot more decks I want to test out, honestly. Like, the Melfi idea is also really interesting to me. Or like Kashtira, because you wouldn't really get locked by the Centurion cards. And having an Omni Negate, just an additional Omni Negate with like the Centurion True Awakening in Kashtira is huge. Like, it cannot be exaggerated how obliterated you get by a subversion. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys have any suggestions or decks you'd like to see me try to mix with Centurion, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.